We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. Hi everyone, welcome back to Noma Artsy. Today I did something that I've always wanted to try, which is following Bob Ross's painting tutorial. When it comes to painting, he is the king of calmness. His TV show, The Joy of Painting, his soft voice, his positive attitude, and his famous happy little trees have inspired generations of artists. Well, for this painting, I started off by taking random colors on my random tray, which is not actually a painting palette, but it's okay. So, the colors he used was like cadmium yellow, Van Dyke brown, sap green, and dark sienna. I did not have any paint color with these names instead of titanium white, which I had, but seriously, it does not matter. I know that. So I started off by dancing my brush on the canvas, as he said, and I did not put a lot of color on my brush because this is what Bob Ross said, and I just had just a little bit of it on the dry brush, and I was just trying to make different dark and light color areas by applying more and less pressure. So I was just mixing blue and green and some white to make this kind of color that he made. After these strokes with the paint, I went back on that background with a clean dry brush and then went with this lower part of the painting where it was a little bit darker, but I still mixed green and blue and some black as well to make it darker. Although when I looked back, his background was looking a lot lighter than mine, but it's okay. We will get back to it and see if anything needs to be improved. Then I went in with the trees, and this was the scariest part. I don't know, it is supposed to be happy little trees with branches just dancing around, but I could not paint the branches very thin because I did not have fine liner brush. And maybe this can be seen that this is the part where the anxiety and stress really struck my mind. I mean, look at this first tree. Trees can be different, they have different personalities, they don't need to be uniform or straight, they can be curved or anything like that. But this tree is, I don't know, I just don't like it. I did not stop here. I thought maybe if I draw all the if I paint all the trees together and kind of it will come together maybe and look good at the end. So I did not stop here. I thought it's okay. It's gonna turn out pretty good. So I added more and more trees, but I had this round brush and the branches were not thin. These were supposed to be not that thick. I tried with different kind of brushes. I knew only the fine liner brush would be the best kind for doing these, or maybe other kind of brushes can work, but I needed to have some practice with it. Well, while painting these happy little trees, I was shedding my sad little tears. After painting these disturbing, lots of cluttered trees, I painted white over them. I slathered them with white paint because I was hating it so much, and I am now happy. Yeah, I was done with a session of crying, and then I went back to this painting, and then I thought that okay, it's okay. It can be improved. I have to redo it, and it's not a big problem. Redoing the painting can make it look better. So I came back with a lot of practice. Yes, I spent a lot of time practicing on that paper and practicing very fine lines with that big round brush. And this time I painted this background again. Literally, the background that I painted before took me about an hour, and I destroyed everything and then redid it. And it's okay. it's the beauty of painting. And this time I am very confident. I'm using the same round brush, although I am missing some branches, but I am trying my best. I am so much focused at this point, and I am determined I am gonna turn this right. So, following Bob Ross' tutorial, I went on and on with a lot of other branches, and these were, look at these are so thin now. And I think I can do more practice and I will be a professional at holding brush and where and how to apply more or less pressure. Well, I think this is it for the trees. I went with this brush and dabbed the slightly darker color on the trees to make it look like these are the leaves. And then it was time to make the land, and he mentioned knife. I know it was a palette knife, but I did not have a palette knife, so I went with a real knife. Well, it is knife though, and I hope this video do not offend anyone. Well, it's working, so it's fine. I'm using a pretty sharp knife, and my mother should not know that. Well, after painting the land with some brown and white paint colors, I went with drawing this land, and then now it's time for the trees, adding a lot of trees. His trees were so effortlessly turning out amazingly, naturally perfect. I don't know. It's a lot of practice, which I really need, but I am gonna try my best, put in the effort and time to try to make it look more natural and real. So I tried my best adding and mixing different colors and then this land. And yes, I made the center part a little bit lighter behind the scenes because it was so dark for the river. And then I made the land covered a whole lot part of the canvas with dark paint. But trust me, this is where I was feeling the joy of painting. I had whole canvas covered. So now I am trying different methods of how to add these lighter shadings on the top of the trees, and I tried using brush and using a sponge. Both of these techniques were working well, but I needed a lot of practice, and the sponge one was working more better for me. So I applied the shadings with the sponge. And then again used the knife to add some texture to the ground. And then it was time for the waterfall. The water suddenly dropping and then splashing into this stream, and it was looking so good. So I followed the tutorial, added a lot of splashes, but I did not like it, so I cleared that waterfall, and then I thought I'd go back to it again. And then I experimented more with the shading. I added some lighter green and then more lighter green and then white on the top of each other using a sponge. And then now back to the waterfall, and I was so struggling at this point, and the waterfall I thought was good before, and then I regretted clearing that out, trying to make it even better. But it is what it is. I just accepted it. It does not look that happy. The waterfall is not looking that happy, but it's okay. So I added more white because adding more white can give a different dimension to whole painting. This is what I learned while painting. So this is the final look, and it took me about 3 hours to paint this. I really enjoyed painting this and really learned a lot. So if you made it this far in the video, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you like it, and bye.